Hello, my name is Dylan Prince. Today I will talk about enlisting in the United States military and some steps and tips to help you with your process if you ever find yourself joining the military. First of all, I'll give you a little bit of my background in this subject. At the end of high school, I enlisted in the United States Navy Reserve. I was a little bit unorganized at the time, but this video should help you in the process if you ever decided in joining to make things simple as they can be. My first step would be to do as much research on your own before you actually go to a recruiter. Because in this case, you'll already know what kind of jobs you'll be able to not qualify for, but jobs you'll be able to try to get, or what branch you might be more interested in, such as the Navy, Army, Marines, Air Force, or Coast Guard. They all offer their own set of features that you might find more interesting to you. My second step would be to talk to your family before you go out to a recruiter, because they might have some insight or advice to give you before you talk to a recruiter, because your family is most important in this decision. But sometimes you have to value what they're saying and really think about what you're going to do, because your family might have a biased opinion because they don't want you to leave or something like that. It has to be about you first, then your family second. For example, when I was joining, my mom didn't want me to join the Army or Marines because she didn't want me to get deployed to Afghanistan or Iraq. But that really didn't come to factor my decision anyways, because I wanted to join the Navy from the beginning. But I did take it into account, but I kind of just weighed it with the pros and cons. My next step would be to take the ASVAB if you could before talking to a recruiter. You can do this if you're in high school, or maybe if you know a recruiter that's not really on duty that can get you into a high school to take the test. But then you can do some more additional research into what kind of jobs you can get with your score. Luckily, before I had talked to a recruiter, I had taken it twice, my junior and senior year. I had a major increase in my score than my senior year, so I was able to qualify for some pretty good jobs once I went to my recruiter. That leads me to the next step. You want to go to a recruiter. They will be your liaison in getting you to boot camp and onto your career. You must make sure you disclose all the information you can to your recruiter, because your recruiter will be able to help you get around with some waivers or something like that. Because once you get to boot camp and something comes up that you never disclosed before, you could be in some major trouble and be disciplined. But your recruiter is more of a resource than anything. They do get paid to recruit you in and everything that extra, but they are there to help you. So take some advice from them, but some things you can take lightly because you're not sure if they're true or not until you actually go through the Navy or go through any other branch on active duty. And also about recruiters, you want to make sure even if you're set on a certain branch before you go and talk to all the different recruiters, because you might find out something you never knew, and you might be missing out on something if you don't. Your next step in this process is going to be scheduling an appointment at MEPS, which is Military Entrance Processing Services, which will move you on in your process in getting to active duty or reserve or wherever you want to do. Once you get to MEPS, they'll do medical tests, they'll do pretty much everything you need to get done before you can ship to boot camp, and they'll give you a date and you'll pick your job there as well. So make sure before you go to MEPS to make a top 5 list of jobs so you know what you want, or if you have a backup plan, anything like that, so you have a plan. After MEPS, you're pretty much set to go. You're going to be waiting for probably 6 months in a delayed entry program, which during that time, in my experience, what I would do, I alerted my job that I was going to be leaving, and also I was setting my account straight and leaving of a next of kin in order to make sure everything would be in order after I left. In conclusion, these steps are pretty easy to follow. They're pretty simple, but they'll get you where you need to go. Thank you.